Hi everyone, welcome to part one of my how to make a photo encaustic piece. Today I'm just going to give you some basics of what the, the substrate, the base of your piece, what I use for mine, and how I prepare that, and then how I prepare my prints. So the end result is a photo encaustic such as this. I'm going to come back here and make sure you can see this okay. So this is from a pinhole image. You can use whatever kind of images you have if you're printing your own from that you have a digital file of. Even though my original images are taken on film, the printing, I scan them and they become digital files, and then I print them on my computer. But we'll get to that. So first of all, the kind of boards I use are they come in different sizes, but they are Cradle Boards, so that they come like this. But you can get them from Blick and different websites online. I don't know if they carry what variety they carry in store in any of the art supplies. But I order most of mine online and typically get free shipping because I order so many at a time. But this was a new place I ordered from called Artist Craftsman, because their prices were better than the last time I bought from Blick. The prices were good, and then they all went up because they changed stuff. So anyway, so it's Cradleboard, and the reason why Cradleboard is good rather than just like a flat board that doesn't have any depth or support around it is that once you get your wax on there, there is the risk of it buckling and warping. And this makes it nice for either, putting a wire in here to hang it, or even if you just notched it inside, you could probably hang it. Or they're a nice size, depending on how deep you get them, to just set them up as a piece. So if you have a print that has a lot of light area in it, like this one, you're going to want to gesso your boards. You can get already prepared gessoed encaustic boards, but you pay more for them that way. So I get this R&F Encaustic Gesso, and it's different. I don't know exactly what they use in it, but it's specially formulated for use with encaustic paint, with the medium, which is wax and Dahmer resin. So I just use like a regular old brush, and I do one coat, let it dry, and do another coat. I have read online that you should sand it, or it's recommended that you sand it in between to get it really smooth. But since I am going to be adhering a print on top of it, and that'll smooth things out, and then the wax on top of that, I don't bother doing that part. So I do that, and I have it prepared so that it's all dry. And then I want to prepare my prints. So when I go to print any of my images, in my print settings, I choose just regular computer paper, because that's all this is. This is not special paper in any way. But your inks on your inkjet printer are archival inks. So I put it to regular paper, but I put the quality photo quality. So you do the best quality you can, but your print setting should just be for plain paper. You could use any kind of print. If you were doing a collage, for instance, you could, anything that's thin enough, anything that's ephemera or magazines or what have you. so you make the prints, you choose the right print settings, and then all of this extra stuff will be cut away. And I use this Scotch brand Positionable mounting adhesive that comes in a roll. And I'm not gonna, this is just gonna be kind of part one of what you need and sort of getting the basic elements in place. But I'll just show you this. Actually, that's what I'll do. I will go through and talk to you about the process. And then when I actually go to put the prints on the boards and to do the encaustic work, I will do a video of that. But so this is another thing you can just order from Amazon, and you just you pull it out. You got to be careful when you touch it because it is very, very sticky. But you pull it out, you lay the back of your print on there, and then you cut it out, and then you use this doohickey here to get all the stickum on the back of your, what is it, Avery? On the back of your print. And then when you peel this off, when you peel this positionable adhesive off, you have the sticky stuff on the back of your print. And with that, you put it on your boards. And usually at that point, what I'm doing is I'll have the print like this, and I'll actually just turn the board upside down and place it on there. You can make your print slightly larger than your board, and then you can just use an X-Acto knife when it's turned upside down to get all the extra paper off of it. But before you do that, you can look and see that you have your print where you want it to be. Because that's positionable, there is a certain amount of time that you have to pull it up and adjust it if it's not straight. And then you will take another piece of the wax paper that's included with the box of adhesive and put it on top of your print and use this to just burnish it. And then you have your print all ready to go, and after that is when you will do your encaustic medium on top of that. So the basic supplies that you would need for making something like this would be your boards, some gesso if you're doing if you're using light prints. If you're using a print with a lot of dark in it, you could skip the step with the gesso, but when you have something light, once that wax gets on it, it changes the quality of the paper, it gets kind of translucent, so any of that wood color will come up. So your boards, your gesso, your prints, whatever kind of prints you're using. Using anything thicker probably won't work. Using anything like a resin-coated photo wouldn't work because of the heat that you have to use. And I'll go over that in the next video. Then you will need your encaustic medium. You can make your own. In the class that I took, my teacher taught us how to make our own, but I haven't done that yet. So you can get the R&F encaustic medium, which comes in little pellets. And then what I use is, you can see here, I've just got a Oster, right there. That's just an Oster griddle. I don't know, it was like 20, 30 bucks. And then to put the medium, what I put the medium in is just like a baking pan. You need encaustic brushes. You need natural brushes because a synthetic brush will melt when it heats up. And then I have a little fan that I put in the window because it doesn't smell bad, but if you get your medium too hot at times, there will be a little bit of smoke that comes up from it. So I just stick the fan in the window and head it outside. And then a heat gun. Because what you do is the medium will melt, you'll brush it on, and then you will fuse it using the heat gun. And I'll go over all of that when I'm actually working on these. It probably won't be until next week. But that's basically all you need to do just a plain piece like this. You can take a print and then apply some pigmented medium if you want to later. There are different tools you can use that you can actually, I don't think it's called a stylus. I haven't used it yet because I've only used it in my class, but it's a, well, multi-purpose work tool. In any case, it looks like that, and you've got a little tip that you can sort of fill with the colored wax, and you can do lines, so it ends up being something like, these are practice ones I did at the class, but so you can also draw on it. But for me, at this point, I haven't, my goodness, I haven't gotten into doing any actual collage-y pieces, because a lot of my photography and the images I make are kind of, for me, complete, because I like them simple and I like the elements of the photography to come through. But if you have something that you feel you want to incorporate some other visual elements with, you can do that on top of the wax. And pretty much all of the pieces that I've made so far have 2 coats of wax on them. If you go up beyond 2 coats, you can get more clouding. Like, this is just perfect for this because it has a lot of light area in it, and you can just see a little bit of the clouding around the edge where the level of the wax is a little bit different, and it's showing the clouding because it's on top of dark area. But it also adds kind of an ethereal quality to the piece. So that's pretty much it. I don't think, as far as your supplies, there's anything else you need. You could get pretty much everything that you need online. You know, if you have an art supply near you, you could probably just go buy some not terribly expensive natural bristle brushes. But next week, when I am ready to cut the images out and get them adhered to the boards, I will do a video showing you how I do that. Alright, this is the first of my current how-to videos. I hope to do more, especially in the spring with the cyanotypes and also the toning and the T-toning, because I have very, very old videos in my on my channel, but they're not very good quality, but people still come to them for the information. So I thought if I did some new ones, that would be a good thing too. All right, I hope you're all doing well and have a nice day and make some art. Bye.